Oh, look, somebody made a movie about the comment sections on the internet.
I think you look fat.
What?
PH fat, then strike that pose.
PH fat.
Hot lunch. Total honesty from a total babe. And who might you be?
Lady.
Glitter sparkles.
Seriously? My name is Lady Glitter Sparkles. Seriously.
Well, m'lady Glitter Sparkles, would you care to join me for an evening at Captain Starfunkel's roller rink and arcade?
Would I? Would I?
Yes, you'd be delighted.
Yes, you'd be delighted.
Oh, indeed I would.
Trolls is the latest animated film from DreamWorks Entertainment, a musical with Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick and many others as, yep, those wonderful long-haired troll dolls. And what happens when they're actually real beings. Here's 5 things you might want to know about Trolls. Man, it's been a good year for animated movies. I liked this one too. I didn't love it, but I had a good time here. Let's start with the fact that it's really funny and really cute. That's kind of the main thing. I think that's where a lot of the humor comes from, is not only the cuteness, but the juxtaposition of that cuteness with more kind of adult trolls. So, and that's not to say this gets as crass as a lot of DreamWorks movies do, but it does have a few of those moments in there. But corresponding with the cuteness is kind of where the humor comes from, and I think it actually works here. I also think for the most part, the singing works here too. These songs are vibrant, they're poppy. When it is working well, you are into it. Now, I love pop music, and I love kind of that feel and that groove, and so I had a really good time with this. I will say it is a bit inconsistent. Some of the songs I was like, but when it's hitting really good. Actually, at points it reminded me of the game app My Singing Monsters. Do you remember this, where you would add a monster and they'd make a different sound? That's how some of these songs, when they're not working, feel like. But for the most part, I think the music here works, and I think it's to the film's credit. Probably the best thing about this movie, though, was the art style. It was done in kind of this really cool fabric way, and the way they animated the hair on these troll dolls I found really interesting. I just thought the design on this had a lot of attention paid to it. You could tell they really thought about how to put the pieces together, what something would be made of, how it would exist in this world. It plays into the story very well as well, and so I really appreciated that, and I thought they did a great job. So I had a good time. I enjoyed the movie. Was it perfect? No. There's a couple things I wanted to mention. First of all, I could not quit picturing faces of the people who were doing the voice acting in this, and that's a bad sign for an animated film. I couldn't quit thinking about Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick saying these lines, and especially singing the songs. When the songs come in, all I'm thinking in my head is them standing in a recording studio and how that corresponds to these characters. I never felt like they were fully one with their characters in that way, and that did distract me just a little bit. I guess I'll finish with the thing that I would call the worst thing about the movie. Might be a little bit of a surprise. The message. Now, I love optimistic movies. I love it when a movie has a positive outlook on what's going on. And this movie's message is about embracing optimism, about seeing the world in a good way. So why didn't I like it? Because I didn't understand why. There was nothing underneath. It felt very shallow. It was like, yes, the world is awesome. Everything's coming up roses. Everything's going to be great. But why? What was the purpose? Where did that come from? Where's the foundation for your optimism? Blind optimism is different than optimism with a foundation. I guess I just felt like this was a little more kind of that blind optimistic thing. I know it seems weird to think about an animated movie like this that is trying to have such a great message, but it just came up shallow for me, and so I felt like I had to mention it. Overall, though, I feel like Trolls is a great watch. It does have something fun to say, and I feel like you're going to have a good time, especially with some of the humor and some of the songs. So I gave it a B. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the Best Ever Challenge here in a bit. First, if you want to connect further with what goes on here, maybe check out some more reviews or support the YouTube channel, that's all at the info button up here. If you want to connect with me on Twitter, I'd love that. You can search for Aaron Dicer, Aarondicer, or other social media for that matter, but I do a lot of my commenting on Twitter and interaction that way. And if you do podcasts, check out the podcast, SiftPop, SiftPop. Just search for it in whatever podcast player you use. You should be able to find it. We talk pop culture every week. All right, on to the best ever challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify my choice. What is the best ever Justin Timberlake movie? Since he's in this. And he's been in a few. Mine is, well, I'm not going to tell you what mine is, but I will say if I posted about it, you'd probably click like. Probably gives it away. Take a guess at mine in the comments. First person to get it right does get a point. And as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe. Just click the logo right down in this corner.